Welcome back, everybody. It is now time for the third period of play. Des Moines and Sioux City. Des Moines has a 3-2 lead over Des Moines right now. Boy, oh boy. You know, Sioux City, I don't know. I really don't know what to think in terms of whether or not they're going to win this game or what, but I don't know if I've still recovered from that in terms of my laughing fits about what happened during the last period. If you didn't see what happened during the last period, well, you can go and check that out. It's right around the 32-minute mark. Basically, I fell. That's what I did. So, there. But you get to hear my chair collapsing, me hitting the ground. I mean, it was, my God. As far as I know, I haven't seen any. I don't have any bruises, so that's good. But anyway, we're ready to go for the third period here, folks. Taking the draw will be William Tomko and Joseph Argentina. And we are off and underway here in this third period. Theo Kiss immediately takes it right off the draw. Puck's taking their Lions off the boards there for Jason Davenport. There's a shot that went wide into the corner. Here's Vatne with it. Feeds it on over there to Christian Lyons. Here's Booten with it. Booten feeds it off towards center. Puck will roll down into the corner there for Ryan Kroll. I don't know why. I just got to stop thinking about that. Sorry. Here's Roloff slinging it down into the corner. Back behind the net there for Christian Lyons. Lyons feeds it out over there to Randall. Randall down there in the corner. There now for Mikkel. Mikkel there now for Ryland Randall. Puck will roll off the boards, and Bronis will play it into the corner there for Tepley. Picked up there, Garen Ludwig, back for Matej Tepley. Out towards center there to Max Anderson. Here's Anderson down there in the corner. Anderson feeds it on over there for View. Adam Zidlicki will take this one. Oh God. Here's View, feeds it on over there to Garen Ludwig. Ludwig up the right side. Ludwig feeds it on over to Tepley. Boy, Tepley basically doesn't have his helmet on. The neck strap is not attached properly. Here's Garen Ludwig with it. Feeds it on out. Anderson, a shot. Got blockered up high and out of play. You know, I'm surprised me basically, falling down like that when the chair seat was pulled up. I'm surprised that hasn't happened more, to be quite honest. That was my first time doing that, but I don't know. Face-off will come to the left of Max Weiland. Musket will take the draw with, I don't even know who that is. I believe that's Tylik, and it is. Face-off's won. Puck will roll around the corner. On out there for Mason Piepenberg. Piepenberg there for Owen Tylik. Tylik on over there for Keaton Ori. Ori feeds it on over there to Gus Thorpe. Thorpe on out towards center there for Piepenberg. Here's Okavita with it. Picked up for Lovell. Lovell down there in the corner. Here's Musket with it. Musket on over there for Ori. Picked up Reese Wallen with it. Off the boards, it rolls wide of Bronis. Piepenberg on back there for Mason Stenger behind the net. Stenger feeds it off the boards. Out there for Kroll. Tipped into the corner there for Tylik. Tylik on over to Davenport. Takes a shot deflected up high by Bronis, actually. Cleared it back behind the net. Here's Potter with it. Potter in the corner. And a scramble for. Now they finally get it free. Here's Lovell with it. Lovell up the right side. Lovell feeds it off the glass. Down there into the corner and icing. Face-off will come to the right of Bronus. Potter will take the draw with Searles. Face-off's won. Puck will roll back behind the net there for Stanger. Stanger tipped out there in front, goes nowhere. Here's Rylan Rooney with it. Shot went wide. Puck will roll it into the corner there for Piepenberg. Piepenberg trying to poke it up in the air. Now here's Zupfer with it. Zupfer tipped down into the corner. Zupfer on over there for Searles. Searles dub Zupfer. Comes back there to Rylan Randall. Randall down there for Rylan Rooney. God, now it gets confusing when there's two of them out there. Here's Rylan Rooney with it. Rooney down there into the corner there for Thomas Mikkel. Here's Stanger with a shot save made by Max Weiland. Face-off will come to the right of Weiland. Martineau will take the draw with Rylan Randall. Side. Martineau wins the draw. Here's Tavares with it. Now taken away. There for Nathan Hod. Hod. Back behind the net there for Matej Tepley. Tepley feeds it on back for Poirier. Poirier! Most people would pronounce it Poirier, but it's Poirier. It's from New Hampshire. It's okay. Martineau, nice moves. Martineau gets tripped up. There's a shot went wide from, I believe that was Lovell, yes. Here's Tepley with it. Tepley feeds it on over. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes Argentina back the other way. Argentina 2-on-1. It was. There's a shot got blocked and wide into the corner behind the net. Keaton Ori with it. Ori down there for Joseph Argentina. Here's Poirier with it. Poirier feeds it on over to Daniil Booten. Booten down there into the corner. Here's Tomko with it now. Tomko in a scramble for. Puck will be sent out towards center ice. There now for Shane Gold. Gold there now for Zidlicki. Seelinger with it. Now for Zidlicki with it. Here's Zidlicki. Shot went wide. Here's Deladonna with it. On over. Now Luke Gary up the left side. Gary feeds it on over. Now it's picked up there by Nathan Hod. And a scramble for Zidlicki. Feed it down into the corner. Here's Lyons with it back behind the net. Lyons feeds it on over there to Shane Gold. Here's Deladonna with it. Deladonna shot. Ooh. Went right through Bronus's legs and wide. So that could have been bad. That's all I'm going to say. Deladonna feeds it on over there to Dallas View. View fires it off the glass. Out towards center. And a hand pass is called. Of course, they wait till Tylik touched the puck to blow the whistle on that. See, I think we're going to take a timeout here. Yep. 14:03 left to go in this third. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Come on.
We had some tough questions, but the winners with 9 points. You're looking at Prestige Worldwide, everybody. Ken Carter, Chris Bennett, Lee McNaught, and Rhonda McNaught. All right, so who's the brains of the operation here? It was you? It was this guy right here? Okay, so what do you think? It was $250 a piece. What do you do with the cash? You're gonna buy Muskies jerseys, right? Well, congratulations, $1,000 cash. And if you're doing it again, you guys gotta come back and defend your title, man. That would be, give a round of applause, Prestige Worldwide.
Welcome back, everybody. 14:03 left to go here in this third. Face-off will come to the left of Max Weiland. Face-off's one. Here's Randall with it. They'll roll back behind the net with it. Gus Thorpe with that one. And this will go for an icing. Uh-oh. I didn't buy any. I really should start buying 50-50.
You are tonight's winner. Head to the top of section 106 to collect your prize. Again, the winning ticket is the white ticket number 995432. You are the winner of tonight's $423.
I've seen higher amounts at stake on that one. Here's Luke Gary with it. Luke Gary feeds it on over there. There's a shot. Garen Ludwig tipped back behind the net. There now for Tomas Mikel. Mikel back behind the net. Mikel gets that one. Boy, and he's got Dallas View defending him too. Well, going after him, I should say. Here's Tupley, feeds it on over there to Tomko at center. Tomko feeds it on over there to Ludwig, but he plays it offsides. Face-off will come right in front of the penalty box across from the Des Moines bench. Musket will take the draw with, I want to say that was frickin' Harper Searles, and I was right. Here's Zupfer throwing it back down into the corner, back behind the net. Lions picked up there for Poyer. Poyer to Max Anderson. Anderson feeds it on over to Vatne. Vatne on to Lions. Shot went up high and wide. Musket was there, though. Anderson down in the corner. Here's Anderson with it. Anderson back behind the net there. Tupley was there. Now they're in a scramble for it. Excuse me. Here's Poyer with it. Poyer picked up for Gus Thorpe. Thorpe feeds it on over to Keaton Ori. Ori off the boards. I say, oh, that is a little late, but okay. Although that puck was going so fast that, well, I don't know. Because when icing was first a thing, the players had to go back behind the red line and touch it before they could call it icing. Well, of course, a few injuries internationally caused that rule to be changed worldwide, so. Face-off's one. Here's Martineau with it. Feeds it on over there for Rylan Rooney. Rooney feeds it back down into the corner. There now for Zupfer. Zupfer feeds one down into the corner, back behind the net there, Bronis. Here's Roloffs with it. Roloffs in a scramble for. There's a pass there in front. Boy, kind of bounced all over the place, but Bronis came up with it. Face-off will come to the left of Bronis. Taking the draw will be Tomko and Drew Roloffs. Face-off's one. Puck will roll back behind the net there. For, I don't even know, Piepenberg. That one was Piepenberg. That one's tipped into the hands of Tomko, but it's played offsides. Interesting. Don't know if that was the right call, but it's an interesting one. We'll leave it at that. Face-off will come right in front of the Sioux City bench. Poyer will take the draw with Drew Roloffs. Face-off's one. Here's Piepenberg with it now. Piepenberg there at center. There now for Tomko. Tomko down there in the corner. Boy, I think Des Moines shot it at their own goaltender. That's messed up. Boy, Ryan Kroll is going back to the bench. Well, at least I thought he was going back to the bench because looks like he's a little dinged up, which is just great. Oh, God, Des Moines coach complaining again. Derek Damon, I don't know where complaining gets you, but don't get you anywhere in my book. Face-off will come to the left of Max Weiland. Tomko will take the draw with Delle Donne. Face-off's won. That'll be taken there by Thomas Mikkel. Mikkel down there for Zidlicki. Up the left side for Seelinger. Seelinger, take it away. Here's Luke Gary the other way. Luke Gary, although there was a couple of Des Moines defenders there, so that wasn't going to work. Puck will roll back behind the net there. Ryland Randall is there. And a scramble for Luke. Well, you got Gary, View. Let's see who else. Tylik and Ryland Randall. They all kind of battled for it. In fact, that was actually Thomas Mikkel. Tomko feeds it on over there for Stenger. Delle Donne with it. Feeds it on over there for Zidlicki. Now Mason Stenger on out Dallas View. Pass across Gary. Oh, too many passes. Too many passes. Oh, here's Shane Gold with it. Gold feeds it on over to Luke Gary. Shot scores! Luke Gary! His second of the night! And we are tied! Yes, they needed one and they got one! Over his left shoulder and in! Boy, yes, 9:15 time of the goal. Luke Gary is second of the night, second of the season. He is riding red hot right now. Woo, baby. Face-off's won. Here's Gus Thorpe with it. Thorpe back behind the net there for Bjorn Brones with it. Brones now taken back there by George Lovell. Lovell into the hands of Keaton Ori. Ori. Offsides. 10:19 left to go. Whoa, baby. That'll get you some momentum right there. But face-off will come right in front of the Musketeers bench. Musket will take the draw with Harper Searles. Face-off's won. Here's Kroll with it. Kroll feeds it on back into the hands of Brones, I guess. I thought it went behind the net, but nope. Uh-oh, Kroll and Anderson were talking just now. Uh-oh, I swear, Anderson and Kroll, well, Kroll's the captain, so I don't... Obviously a captain versus some random up-and-coming enforcer might not be the best combination. Searles gets knocked out of the face-off, replaced with Zupfer. Face-off's won. Puck's taken there by Lovell. Vatne feeds it on over. Tupley's shot went wide from Weiland. Here's Musket with it there. Musket behind the net. Taken by Garen Ludwig, and he flips it into section 103. Oh, not here. Thought maybe we'd get a shirt, but nope, forget that. Face-off will come to the left of Max Weiland. 9:52 left to go here in this third period. Boy, Kroll and Anderson are still talking. I swear, they're going to go at it here at some point. I have a feeling. I've got a hunch. Face-offs won. Here's Shane Gold with it. Gold down there in the corner. Gold tipped right out there in front. Ooh, Lake Gary just fanned on the shot. Now it's Reese Wallen back the other way. Wallen feeds one down into the corner. Tylik back behind the net in a scramble for. Here's Tylik out in front. Shot, he scores. And Zielinski just giving Des Moines the lead back. 10:25, time of the goal. And for Zielinski, that will be his, who cares, honestly, I don't really, but for the context, his second goal on the year, so let's not maybe get our, I don't even know what to say at this point. Here's Lyons with it down there in the corner. See if the Muskies can tie it back up here. Here's Martineau up the left side. Martineau spins around a defender. Here's Ryland Randall with it there now. Poyer sends it wide of Weiland. Back behind the net there for Ryland Randall. Theo Kiss with it there at center. Picked up to Neil Booten. Feeds it into the hands of Tavares. Tavares in a scramble for. Puck sent off the boards into the hands of Mason Stanger. Stanger rolls up the left side. Stanger out towards center. Flips it down in back behind the net of Weiland. Ori on back there for Ryland Rooney. Here's Seelinger with it. Seelinger picked up Joseph Argentina. Who cares? There's a shot save made by Bronis. Seelinger with it in the corner. Vatne feeds it on over there to Stanger. Stanger in the corner. Tipped by Vatne. Down into the corner. Ori back behind the net. Ori feeds it on over there. Zidlicki. Now there for Ryland Rooney. Takes a shot, went wide into the corner. Dalladonna with it. Dalladonna feeds it on off to Shane Gould. Gould there for Vatne. Musket feeds it on to Max Anderson. He'll flip it down into the corner. Picked up there by Jason Davenport. Here's Gould with it. Gould feeds it on over. Cannot connect with Vatne. Davenport will take this one off the boards. Puck flipped down into the corner. There now for Ryan Kroll. Kroll back there for Ryland Rooney. Rooney to Shane Gould. Here's Tomko with it back behind the net there for Dallas View. 7:20 left to go here in this third period. Muskies, boy, they need a goal. Here's Luke Gary with it down there in the corner. Gary feeds it on out for Mate Tupley. Tupley basically threw a stick. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but Tomko flips it off the boards down into the corner, back behind the net. Jason Davenport was there. Davenport just leaves it there. Leaves it, because why not? Leaves it there for Blake Zielinski. Just scored recent Des Moines goal. Why, I don't know. Here's Wallen on out Ryland Randall. A shot save made by Bronis. Here's Tylik with it. Feeding it on over there for Tomas Mikel. Ryland Randall with it. Randall feeds it off the boards. Puck taken there by Ryland Randall. Randall flips one down into the corner. That'll be an icing. 6:14 left to go here in this third.
What's better than the Musketeer score? When you win money for every time they do. Saturday, October 25th is our Goals for Cash game presented by Gateway Menzel. Every time the Musketeers score, some lucky fan will win $100. So come make a quick buck on Saturday, October 25th.
Face-off will come to the right of Weiland. Musket will take the draw with Blake Zielinski. Face-off's one. Puck will roll off the boards there. for Stanger. Stanger, pass across, cannot connect with Poyer. Here's Vatne with it. Vatne feeds it on over Poyer. Poyer, Reese Wallen tried to clear it, and it's still not out. Here's Musket now with it. Boy, Sioux City, they're doing a nice job right now of keeping it in the zone. So that's, well, then I somewhat jinxed them. Poyer clears it back behind the net. There now Tomas Mikel with it. Mikel feeds it on over to Randall. Randall off the boards out towards center. Poyer picks up this one. Poyer feeds it on. There he lies, Vatne. Vatne feeds it on to Luke Gary. Here's Luke Gary. Shot went back behind the net. Puck taken there by Gus Thorpe. Thorpe back behind the net. Puck sent off the boards. Out towards center there for Nathan Hod. Here's Hod. Nice moves. And didn't even get a shot off. Uh-oh. Tepley and Hod are going at it behind the net. Some more people join in, because why not? Argentina and Gold are hugging each other. I mean, my goodness. 5:14 left to go here in this third period. Tepley's going to the box. Oh, Jesus. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 45 seconds. Don't go anywhere. So's Luke Gary. My God. See you in 45. Welcome back. 5:14 left to go here in this third period. Des Moines with a 4-3 lead, and now Sioux City's going to have, well, they put 2 men in the box, but I think they might still have 4 out there. Because Tepley's for sure getting a penalty, because, I don't know, I guess we can't stick up for our players, I guess. I don't know, but just ridiculous. 14:46 time the penalty. Yeah, the one's only, it's the only one that's going to count. Just plain old stupid. Face-off will come to the left of, or right, rather, of Bronis. Who gives a flying frick at this point, but. Face-off's won. Here's Zielinski with it. Zielinski now for Randall. Randall, shot got tipped into the corner. Boy, Bronis did not see where that went. Oh, thank God it went wide. Here, Randall feeds it on over there to Tylik. Tylik shot save made by Bronis. Face-off will come to the right of Bronis. Musket will take the draw with Zidlicki. Face-off's won. Here's Lyons. Feeds it on over there to Luke Gary. Zidlicki back behind the net there, and Lyons clears it down ice. Rylan Randall picks that one up. Randall feeds it on over there to Blake Zielinski. Nice pass there, in all owns Rylan Randall. Shot went wide. Boy, we lucked out there on that one. Here's Lyons in the corner on Tylik. Feeds it on over there to Blake Zielinski. Back Rylan Randall. Shot got deflected down there into the corner. Here's Tylik. Oh, my God. We're going to have another guy go. Oh, wait. wait, it's on Des Moines. Okay, never mind. So Zidlicki will go to the box. I thought it was Lyons that was going in for high sticking, but. Oops, that's the wrong. Well, I'll take that one. Now, see, we're going to have 4-on-4, and then we'll have the power play for 57 seconds. So, here we go. Here we go, face-offs won. Although puck's immediately taken up ice by Des Moines. Here's Tylik with it there towards the blue line. Tylik feeds it on over to Gus Thorpe. Picked up Keaton Ori. Here's Ori with it. Feeds it on. Ori flips it back off the glass behind the net. There, Garen Ludwig with it. Ludwig picked up George Lovell. Here's Seelinger. Shot went wide. You know, I wonder, well, let's not think about that just yet. Here's Ludwig with it. Ludwig feeds it on over there to Stenger. I wonder if, once Sioux City goes on the power play, I wonder if Kersner might pull out Bronis. Because at that point, it would be 6-on-4. So here's Votny with it now. Votny 2-on-2. Shot save made Weiland, and he's got it covered up. Oh my, but the Muskies do have the power play now, so that's good. Power play's up. Let Tepley out of the box. Okay, the penalty is up. Okay, get Tepley out. Thank you. So this will be 5-on-4. There's 3:13 left. Face-off will come to the right of Weiland. Tomko will take the draw. Here's View. Down there in the corner. Oh, boy. Drew Roloffs just went flying into the boards. Down to 3 minutes left to go here. Here's Gold with it. Gold. Shot got blocked. Gold keeps it into View. Here's View. On back for Shane Gold. Gold for Votny. Votny. Oh, shoot it. Come on. Taking too long there for Gold. There's View. A shot. Gloved up by Weiland with 2:43 left. 27 seconds left to go on the Des Moines on our power play. Over my dead body if it's Des Moines' power play. Tomko will take the draw with Harper Searles. Tomko wins the draw. Here's Gold with it. Gold feeds it on over to Votny. Votny down there in the corner. Votny, 2:36 left to go. We're going to keep an eye on Bronis. Here's View. Pass across. Up. Here's Searles back the other way. Searles, now Votny whacks at that one. 10 seconds left to go on that. Here's Bronis with it. Bronis back behind the net. Picked up there by Shane Gold. Gold, long toss. He's got View. Back behind Musket. A shot went wide. Des Moines back at full strength. 2:12 left to go here in this third. Here's Zupfer with it. Zupfer feeds it back behind the net there. Bronis picked up Shane Gold. Gold on out toward center. Gold down there in the corner. Almost thrown to the boards by Thorpe. That's pathetic. In fact, right now, Kersner's drawing up a play at the bench. Here's Mikkel with it. Mikkel flips it down ice. Stenger in a scramble for. Picked up Seelinger and back down there in the corner. Muskies, they got to get it clear. Musket, they got 3 guys on our. There we go. Now it is cleared. If this doesn't go, okay, Kroll will pick it up. Kroll feeds it on out. Seelinger, this should go for icing, and it will. And if I'm Jason Kersner, I'd pull out Bronis right now. 1:05 left to go, and Bronis is going to the bench. So this will be, there'll be 6 guys on. We got Tomko, we've got Tepley, Tomko, Gold, Luke Gary, Dallas View, and Elias Vatny. Oh, please let the odds be ever in our favor here. Tomko will take the draw with Deladonna. Face-offs won by the Muskies. Good. Here's Luke Gary with it off the boards. There to Shane Gold. Feeds it on there to Tepley. 56 seconds left to go. View feeds it back behind the net there to Tomko. Tomko on out for Vatne. Vatne on out to Shane Gold. Gold on over to Tepley. Tepley at the blue line for Shane Gold. Gold pass across to Vatne. They need to get a shot off. Tomko back Vatne in the corner. They have to get a shot. Tomko right there in front. Shot save made by Weiland. We got some extras afterwards. Because of course there would be. Face-off will come to the right of Weiland. Tomko will take the draw with Blake Zielinski. Oh, we had a false start on the draw, so Tomko gets switched out for Luke Gary. Face-off one, puck will roll into the corner, back behind the net. There, Aiden Zidlicki with it. 28 seconds left to go. Puck's in a scramble for down there. Tomko out there in front. Luke Gary can't get a shot off. Here's Gold with it there at the blue line. Gold feeds it on down there for View. View to Matej Tepley. Tepley on back for View. Here's View. A shot's got blocked there in front, and it's cleared, and it's going to roll into an empty net, and that's going to seal the deal. So the Muskies' 3-game winning streak is going to come to an end tonight.
Des Moines goal scored by number 11, Reese.
Who cares?
Goal scored in 1950, period number 3.
10.8 seconds left. Here's Martin who feeds it on there for Poyer. Poyer whacked back in there by Tomas Mikkel. Taking their Piepenberg, and that's going to do it. 5-3. Des Moines gets a victory here tonight. Boy, oh boy. Well, Sioux City, they were pretty much in a deficit all night. Sioux City tried coming back. They had it tied at 3 at one point, but just could not finish the job tonight. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight, but since this is pre-filmed, I will say this. We will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Game 1 of the ALCS between Seattle and Toronto, so that'll be a fun matchup, that is for sure. Can't wait for that. So, yeah, and then we'll also have Sunday Night Football between the Lions and the Chiefs, you know, because that's fun, too. Thank you all so much for watching us. Hang on, we can't go off the air just yet, because I forgot to do this, and I knew I would. I gotta find the outro music here. Forgot to add it onto the playlist. Okay, we'll do that now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Seattle, 15 innings. I mean, holy smokes. And then the way Toronto got there, I mean, I have a feeling we're going to have a great ALCS. And we'll have Game 1, and we'll also have Game 1 of the NLCS the next night on Monday night, and then Chicago and Washington, too, because we get all the fun. We'll see you all then at 8 Eastern Time. This has been a presentation of RVN Sports in association with RVN. RVN Sports are online at rvn.com. Coming up next, your local news over most of these RVN stations.